I ended up being able to no longer have to take care of my obligations tonight, so I'm going to get back to the streamer grind set. You know, we got the arena open tomorrow, so you know I got to prep for that, son. You know I got to prep for that. Let me make sure we're good to go. I'm going to pull up the stream avatars real quick. Okay, we're good to go on Twitch. How's everybody doing today? Man, it is Friday. I'm feeling good. We have went undefeated on 2 back-to-back drafts, which is kind of hot right now. I'm currently 70% win rate in traditional Modern Horizons 3 drafts. Sorry about the echo real quick. I had to check and make sure that the audio was working, but we are locked and loaded, boys. I'm too legit to quit. They try to stop me, but there's a reason they call me the best of all time, and it's because somehow I make these terrible Eldrazi decks just fucking work, man. You know, they like to watch me work. The best is blessed, and that's me. What color in MTG is the most druid-like? If you've never had any experience with MTG, I'm pretty damn sure that every single game other than MTG based whatever their ramp archetype is off of green in Magic the Gathering. Green in Magic the Gathering was the first ever like ramp mechanic introduced in any card game. And this was the first like ever real card game, so I know that for a fact. Anything ramp associated is always going to denote back to green. So I'm pretty sure Hearthstone made Druid after green. And if you look at some of the design of the original cards, it's very similar, you know? There's a lot of similarities to Magic and Hearthstone. And I was thinking about these the other day. So let's take a look at this. So on Hearthstone, the second most recent set is Showdown in the Badlands, which is a Western themed set. Now, if we take a look at Magic's most recent standard set, it is Outlaws of Thunder Junction, or what I like to call Outlaws of Thunder Buttfuckery, because it's a really gay set. You know, no disrespect to gay people, but it's just a gay set. Like, it literally is just a picture of one of the most iconic planeswalkers in, like, a gay variant. Like, if you have ever played Yu-Gi-Oh!, you know that there's Dante, Traveler of the Burning Abyss, then there's gay Dante. So there's Oko, the broken guy from the first Eldraine, there's gay Oko. But my point here is, other than all of the gay undertones, is that Magic basically copied Hearthstone's set design of making, like, a Western-style set. And the Hearthstone set came out like 3 months before. It came out like, I think like a month or two before this set came out, but it's been 3 months since that was the newest set in Hearthstone. And then if we look back even farther, so you have this set, which is also like, I've heard there's some cool cards in this, but it's also just a lazy gay design of a set. It's called Murs at Karlov Manor. It's basically it's a set based off of the game Clue, the old-fashioned game of Clue, where you do like the mystery shit. Well, there's also another Hearthstone set that came out before the Western set, and it's called, like, Castle Nathria, and it's also just a mystery set. And it's like, I can just see what these people are doing. Like, these people are probably just, like, I don't know, sword fighting in the bathroom when they're at these, like, developer, like, retreats. Like, the Hearthstone devs and the Magic devs are like, well, we don't have any new ideas, so I guess we'll just do this, you know? But in order to make it a different stylistic set, we're going to give it more like gay undertones, right? That's how modern day Magic differentiates themselves. And that is why, one of many reasons why, that the owners of Magic Gathering Hasbro are on the downfall. Yo, what's up, Will? What's up, Figaro? We got the 4-man party crew here. I switched over the stream avatars to Twitch because I just started getting a lot more people on Twitch than YouTube. We got to start a boss battle. So if you're over on Twitch, you can do command one of the classes that are listed in the chat: Ranger, Druid, Bard, Necromancer, Priest, and or Warrior. And that will allow you to join the raid boss battle. Oh, and by the way, you can now use your channel points. It's directly correlated to the points that you earn in stream avatars. So that's good to know. It's directly correlated to the points you earn in stream avatars. So I'm pretty sure you can gamble on here if you do command slots with your channel points, which is just kind of a fun thing to do because everyone loves gambling, right? Everyone loves gambling, baby. All right, 1 second. Let me get set up real quick, and we'll start this draft. See, it's one thing to be a master of the draft. It's another thing to be a master of the draft while also initiating a raid boss. You know, that's just how it be here, you know? Oh shit, the Pumpkin King is here, boys. The Pumpkin King is here to watch us draft. Let's go. The Pumpkin King is here, baby. It's time to rock and roll. I'm going to moralize in the Pumpkin King here. It's raps. It's funny because yesterday, somebody was in here and he was trying to gamble, but he ran out of points. And I ended up initiating like 2 battle royales in a row so that he could potentially get some points, and he just lost both. And it was just hilarious. Jinbei's just too broken in battle royale. Even though there's no like specific benefits of being Jinbei in the battle royale, it's still broken. Bro, this shit is weird. Why do they show these weird ass like this is creepy. Like, see this guy, like, okay, I'm cool with this image, but this image is creepy, dude. Like, this is what some of y'all's bitches look like on Snapchat with a filter. Like, this shit's creepy, man. I'm surprised they haven't done anything, like, cool with AI. They do these really weird-ass images. Like this, like, okay, I get that. You're advertising the thing you're selling. I get this. This is like a picture of, like, some random gay person from Outlaws of Thunder Buttfuckery. But then this is like, wait, why am I looking at this? This is just creepy. Am I the only one in this boat? So tomorrow we have the arena open. I'm pretty sure that it's just so much better to do best of one, which is really weird. I'm down to do this, but I just don't know how familiar I am with black. And I feel like that's really important because it's a heavily contested table. I feel like knowing how to effectively go black is pretty important. But the main issue that I have with black right now is that it's difficult to like get into because number one, there's like no real clear direction of what you're trying to do with black. It's just like, did you get access to these bombs and stuff? And sometimes you hedge on a bomb or you get like, let's say Poison Dart Frog, the blue-black bomb. And then you pick it, and then what happens is black is actually open. So you keep going down this rabbit hole of like staying on black and not pivoting. And then it gets to a point in the draft where you realize, okay, well, it's too late for me to pivot. But I'm also realizing, even though black is open at the table, none of the good black cards are being opened in these packs. And I'm basically just cuckolded. So even though like there will be sometimes to like where there's a reason for you to want to go black, it's really weird. And I think even in the best case scenarios, there's still like a 30 to 50% risk associated with every time you go black. Now I'm sure many of you have heard this many times before, but if this actually goes along with the stereotype, once you go black, you can't go back. That's literally the facts, because like you stay on black and then you realize, oh, there are no good black cards being opened in these packs, even though it's opened. So I no longer can afford to pivot. And so you went black and you can't go back, but somehow you're still fucked, you know? It's like you didn't get the black with like the BBC. You got the black with the SMC, you know? Holy shit, dude. The Pumpkin King is actually just tanking the fuck out of this. The Pumpkin King is tanking the fuck out of this, man. Lord Figaro, use your move. Lord Figaro, you were too late. Your latency was too high, buddy. Your latency was way too damn high. I need to add some more bosses to this, to be honest. I wonder if there's any One Piece bosses I can make that I can download from a pack, or if I have to make them. I really want to learn how to, like, actually make stuff in Aseprite, but I just know that that would be, like, a long-ass day of, like, learning. So I kind of want, like, a full day to just watch tutorials and shit. Wait, why did you put at NPC bot 4? What does that do? Is that actually a command? If you do exclamation point commands, it shows you all the commands. So I don't know if that did anything. Or maybe you just incorrectly typed something. I'm not sure. There's a way that I can set it up to where multiple platforms can be on the stream avatars at the same time. I just don't know how to do it. Honestly, the most beneficial thing about stream avatars, other than being able to gamble, which is very integral to the streaming community experience, is the fact that I can just see who's actually, like, in the chat and know, like, who I'm talking to. Because sometimes people will join, and if they don't say anything, I don't know if it's someone that, like, I actually know, and I can't just say what's up to them. Oh, shit. The boss scowls at Will. Alright, don't worry, Will. I'm gonna fuck this guy up for you. I'm going, Immortal Strike. Let's go. Immortal Strike, baby. Holy shit, the boss scowls at Will again. Dude, Will, you're just perma-stunned. You're literally just perma-stunned. I don't know what scowling, like, has an effect on the game, but I assume you're perma-stunned. The good news is, everyone's gonna earn a surplus of doubloons. Unless we just die. There was one time when I was doing a 4-person raid, and somehow we just all died. And it was like, what? I actually want to see if there's, like, any boss packs I can download from One Piece. Oh, shit. Dude, the boss just only targets Will. Wait, Will just got one tapped. Holy shit.
Hold up. Wait a minute. Something ain't right.
Holy shit. He one-tapped Will, and now Figaro is half health? That's crazy. Dude, the boss just literally popped off there. The Pumpkin King is a jit. I didn't donate my Prime sub to be treated like this. I'm sorry. The Pumpkin King just targeted you. I didn't think I was going to have to use Protect on my teammates because you were literally at full health and you randomly just got one-tapped for no reason. I've never seen someone just get one-tapped at full health. Like, you were the only person that hadn't really been hit. And now we're just, like, all very close to dying. This is coming down to the wire. Hopefully I get to attack before him. Wait, what's happening? He's attacking. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. That's scary. Holy shit, you guys are burning. Okay, hopefully this attack just takes him out. Alright, I'm going for it. Immortal Strike, one last time. Is that it? Is that it? Yes, we got him. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir, Ski Brother. Too easy. Let's fucking go, baby. Yes, sir, Ski Brother. Let's go. Congratulations, the boss has been defeated. We can now start the draft. Everyone received 500 doubloons. Thank you for your participation. The doubloons will be deposited into your account shortly. W raid. Now I'm going to have to gamble. Don't mind me. I just have to do a quick gambling session before the draft starts. I'm pulling out the slots. Give me a jackpot. Give me a jackpot, please. I need this for the luck. Okay, it was ass. Okay, I got my bad luck out of the way. We're gonna have good luck in the draft. Trust, that's how it works. I know, I'm a pro at this. I'm undefeated in my past 2 drafts. That's how you know I'm a pro at this. I only pull up my tier list because I have to refer to a tier list because I'm learning. Man, it is Friday. I'm feeling good. Holy shit, that echo. L beats by Ash. The echo hit. There's some way I can set up the stream avatars to where multiple platforms can be using it on YouTube and Twitch, but I just have to learn how to do that. There's some way to do it in the settings. It says something like you can add it, but every time I tried to do it, it didn't work. Okay, let's get this party started, boys. Last draft token in the wallet. Obviously, I'm going hippo control. Wait, hold on. I want to perform. I got this. Don't worry, I've got this. Fuck a hippo. I'm just trying to be Oko. Yeah, I know. I'm paid. I get it. I'm paid. I have a lot of different characters to choose from that have no effect on the game. I'm going Oko. See, this is straight Oko. Put some respect on straight Oko. He's a lot cooler than gay Oko because this is the broken Oko. What companion am I using? Yeah, I'm going to go Elemental Cat so that I can guarantee the W. Elemental Cat means that we're guaranteed to draft Teamer Eldrazi. Does Hunter have an identity outside of Beast Energy? It feels like that's all it focuses on. The identity of Hunter is solely focused around pressing the hero power button and making sure your opponent doesn't have any agency in the game. The whole focus of Hunter is to make it to where the game is entirely decided based on you just pressing the button and if you have enough damage. If you have enough damage to kill your opponent, you win. It has nothing to do with what cards your opponent has or what hero they're playing. That's the identity of Hunter, and that's been it since the beginning. A little Hearthstone flashback to the beginning. I don't know if anybody remembers, but whenever they were at, like, whatever convention, it might have been, like, BlizzCon or some game convention, where they were going over all of the new updates to all of their games back when Blizzard was, like, a top-tier company. They were showing the new set, and they were like, they showed like a quick video of what Hunter was getting, and everyone was like, boo. And that's when they introduced like cards like Quick Shot that just deal 3 damage and let you draw a card, and everyone's like, dude, stop making Face Hunter fucking good. I want you to think back to all the times you played Hearthstone. And I think any person who has played Hearthstone since the beginning has taken several breaks since they first started playing the game, no matter when you started. Now, I want you to think back to all of the metas you've ever played and name one standard meta where Face Hunter was not at least a tier 1 deck or at least semi-viable in the meta. They have this fucking weird thing, this kink, where it's like Face Hunter has to be good because like there's some people who like they don't want to learn how to actually play the game. They just want to press the hero power button, you know? It's actually so dumb. I don't know why that's a thing, but that's just a core mechanic in the essence of Hearthstone. You think about everything that's changed, like, since Ben Brode left the company, and he was, like, one of the best, like, lead designers on the company for that game. The one thing that stayed constant was the fact that Face Hunter has always been viable, and I hate that. I don't think anyone truly enjoys Face Hunter. Okay, first pack here. What am I interested in? So the first thing that comes to mind with this pack is we have a Detective's Phoenix. This is a very strong, aggressive card. To be honest, this card is good enough to where I'm willing to slot it into just about any red deck. And personally, I'm at the point in this set where I would prefer to start off in red over any other color in the format, just because I feel like it leaves you the most open to do whatever you want. And we have a lot of options here. So I see that there is a Cranial Ram, which is really good in red-black, and we haven't gotten to do that yet. So this could wheel, this Wormcoil Larva could wheel, which is basically a slightly less powerful Wormcoil engine, and I had success with it. There's also a Fanged Flames that could wheel. There is a Tri-Land. Like, this pack is looking very strong for us, and there's not really any other cards that really pull someone into red. So it's very unlikely that the person we're passing to is going to want to stay red. Okay, So what was taken out of this pack? Probably a red card. Fuck me. Fuck me, they're taking the red cards. I can't allow this. Okay, so what catches my eye in this pack? This is a B-level card. I'm somewhat interested in this. Red-green is somewhat regressive, so I'm open to that. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature, gains indestructible. That is a fine MDFC. Wither and Bloom is pretty nice too. Fang Flames is an okay card. I don't want to waste like a high pick on it necessarily, but it does allow us to stay red. The Kite also is one I don't really want to waste a high pick on. And then we've got some lands, which I value these very highly, but considering we're not in like a really competitive pod and most people don't know what they're doing, I don't really like going into these lands early because people just like hold on to them very late. I could be open for this Wither and Bloom. I think that's a very strong black common. Oh, that's tough. So we could continue down the black road, but there's an Eldrazi Repurposer, which red-green is very strong. Like I said, I'm willing to play this in any red-green deck. I mean, I'm willing to play this in just any red deck at all. This is just a strong card. The other thing that pops out to me is this guy, just because he's a black MDFC, which is like fine. The ability is completely irrelevant though. It's not one of the better ones. Search your library for up to 3 creature cards, put them in the graveyard. That is a constructed card. This is a decent MDFC, but it's not what I'm trying to do. Yeah, there's not a lot of cards I'm really interested in here. Although it's unlikely I play all 3 of these cards in the same deck, I don't think any of these other cards are really on the same power level as this card. And at the same time, it's early enough in the draft where I just want to pick the most powerful card. Okay, so we have an Invert Polarity, which if you successfully cast this, you pretty much automatically win. Razorgrass Ambush is a pretty premium MDFC. We've got the Tempest Harvester, which is pretty good with this. Black-green gold card, which is fine. I don't really want anything here, to be honest. This guy's okay. This is just okay in any aggro deck. This card's also okay. Yeah, I don't really know. There wasn't really a clear pick there. Ooh, well, I'm glad I picked the green card. I guess I'm just being pulled into red-green because this card, like, being still in the pack, 5th pick, is a very telltale sign. Even though I was kind of open to going black, this is one of those situations where I just feel like potentially there are not that many strong black cards being opened. And although this isn't a high priority pick, I don't feel like I really missed out on much on that last pack, and we're getting rewarded for this, so very, very excellent for us. Pretty decent start to a red-green aggressive strategy. Alright, so if we were playing energy, I would really want to take this because I haven't gotten to try this out, but I've seen a lot of other people use it to high success, so that's unfortunate. This guy has performed very well for me, but he seems to go very late in the pack. I think I'm just willing to take this Malevolent Rumble. Number 1, it's just a strong card in any green deck. Number 2, I've gone up higher on this card because it puts the cards into the graveyard, which has a synergy with the Phoenix. Even though this is a less aggressive card, it can allow us to more easily use Collect Evidence 6 to play this from the graveyard. So I think I just go with this. I'm more green than I am anything. Ooh, okay. I guess I'm interested in this Nightshade Dryad. It's probably the best mana dork in the set, even though I don't really value mana dorks that highly. I probably put it up a little bit more higher than this Collective Resistance, even though I am more up on artifact enchantment removal in general in this format, just because there's so few interactions to enchantments in general, and some of the enchantments are arguably the better bombs in the format. One thing you have to know about this format is a lot of your gameplay wins come down to having multiple cards that create like a high synergy interaction, and by removing an enchantment, you can devalue the rest of the other person's cards. Okay, so this landscape isn't really beneficial to us. I don't really want to take a black card here. I'm not really in a good position to play black, nor am I in a good position to play white. This is a card that could fit into our deck if we're playing Teamer. I think this card is just slightly better than the 7 mana guy that cycles. Ooh, that's a strong card. This is a card that I find myself playing in just about every green deck because the stat line is just fair for what you're paying for. And the passive ability to give other modified creatures trample is very, very underrated. And I've been using this card in a lot of my decks that have been very successful so far. So I'm very much willing to pick this up. I like cards like this because they're good on their own. They don't require any other cards to be in your deck for their value to be fairly high. But if you do have cards that work with them, they're pretty decent too. That's not a landscape for us. Colossal Dreadmask is okay if we don't end up with a lot of top end. This guy's okay too, but I'm not sure that I'm really... This isn't a card I want to splash. I mean, I could just be a green-blue base. Maybe it was better to take the low-costed card. Oh, this is a card I've tended to play quite a bit in my Teamer decks, just because unless you get the 1 mana green spell that is named Horrific Assault, there's just not a lot of good removal in green. Low-costed removal, that is. I guess I'm most interested in playing this guy as a filler. Alright, pack number 2. Oh, baby! Let's go. This pack is literally insane. I thought we were about to move over to a blue-based deck, but you cannot pass up a pick 1 Writhing Chrysalis in this format, and there are so many cards we want to wheel here. This is a very strong card, which is wheeled half the time for me. This is a very strong card, and this is also a very strong card. So we have 3 legit cards that I actually want in my deck. Worst case scenario, I probably get this landscape guaranteed. So we're at least getting something decent on the crackback, potentially something that's detrimental to our deck, and we're getting the highest win rate card in our archetype from this pack. So overall, a pretty strong starting pack for us. Okay, moving on to pick number 2. Multiple other goodies in this pack as well. I think it's probably just the Annoyed Althazar. This is a card that's performed very well for me, especially in a deck such as this. We also have another Malevolent Rumble, but I think I'm just more interested in the Althazar. I think the Althazar is just really, really strong, and the Malevolent Rumble tends to go a lot later than the Althazar. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take this guy. I want at least a couple late game payoffs here. Ooh, piece of candy. We got another one of those guys or this guy. What is better, this guy or that guy? I think this guy's value is less determined by our other cards. But this guy has a higher payoff for us. We don't have any colorless 7 mana spells, though. Maybe I'm a little bit more interested in this. We have some decent token generation. Plus, early game cards are just highly sought after in this archetype. Like, we're trying to be more aggressive than not, right? I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Ooh, this is a pretty nice pack for us. We can get another Herald. Could get a Hydra here, which has worked very well for me. This land isn't for us. Is it that Herald's the end better than Nyxborn Hydra? I don't know. They're both pretty fairly up there. I think I'm probably more interested in this. It's just an early game card. Deck's shaping up pretty decent. I'd like to get a Spawn Gang Slinger here, though. What is this? When you cast a creature spell with mana value 3 or less by paying energy. Oh, that's really bad. Is this for us? That's red and blue. Versus Idol of the False Gods. I think I'm willing to hedge on this. I think I'm more likely to get a landscape later. I could go with this. I think I'm down for this. Let's try it. Okay. Nothing really speaks out to me here. I'm not that interested in this guy. He really has no benefits to our deck. Maybe I play 2 Demon Inferior if we get a bunch of lands. Or maybe I just side this in. I think this card's really just not that good, though. Yeah, there's not really a lot in this pack for us. I don't want the second Dread Mask. A little bit too clunky for what we're trying to do. Like, we're about to get our pack back. I think I'm more interested in a second one of these over this, right? Yeah, I'm probably just more interested in this. Ooh. Collective Resistance. I definitely want at least one of those. And then I'm going to have to start prioritizing lands, though. We haven't seen a green land, which kind of sucks, but I need the removal. Oh my gosh, it's this land versus the Altasar. I think I have to go Altasar here. The card's just too strong. That wheeling is insane. It tells me green is open. Red-green land. Okay, awesome. Picked up our first land. I'd like to have at least two to three of those. Maybe we play this. It can get us access to it that heralds the end, which is fair. Add this to the sideboard. This is a weird deck. Ooh. We get a Siege Smash. Hell yeah. This deck looks pretty legit. Pack number 3. What do we got for me? Ooh. Ugin's Labyrinth. Aw, but that's a Spawn Gang commander. I have to take the Spawn Gang. This card is just too pivotal of a win condition for our archetype. I have to go with this. Even though this card is insane in our deck. Because we already have 2 targets for it, and this card does so much work. Yeah, I'm just more interested in this, I think. Hopefully wheel this. Hopefully wheel that, I guess. This and that are probably the only 2 things I'm really interested in here. But that's pretty good. Ooh, another Eldrazi Repurposer. I'm definitely interested in that. Maybe we wheel this Twisted Landscape. If this wasn't here, I'd take the Landscape for sure, but this card's too important in our deck. Okay, this is a toughie. We've got the Path of Annihilation, which is pretty strong in this deck. Versus the Landscape that we really, really want. Versus this. I think Path of Annihilation is just too good, right? It's just too good. It's an A-level card. Discharge is also really strong because we don't have that much removal, but our creatures are good enough so I think we might be okay. I think I just care about this too much. Snow-covered waste. Why is this in the pack? What is this? Kozilek the Broken Reality. That's a pretty strong card. I think I want this. That's a land. I think I just have to be greedy and take this. I think this card's just too good. Is this land for us? No. Is that land for us? It's red-blue. Red-blue versus this. How many creatures do I have? 15. I think I'm legit with that. I'm down to play this just because it's a colorless land. We need some amount of those, right? This isn't that insane in our deck, but it's pretty decent. I'm just down for the land here. I need to prioritize some amount of those. Okay. Okay, we're just getting a second Path of Annihilation. Dude, okay, this Kozilek is looking insane right now. This Kozilek is looking absolutely amazing. At this point, I might actually put the Colossal Dread Mask back in. Can I have a land? Papa needs a land. Is this card worth splashing? Probably not. We can't really double spell in this deck. I guess I'm willing to play that. I don't really want to play this. Doesn't really have any effect on our deck. Plus, it's double blue. I'm never casting it. It's just a land in the deck. Ooh, that card's really good, though. Is it worth splashing? Probably not. How many guys do I have that I can buff up? Legitimately not that many. I don't know if that's worth splashing. I think I'm just going to take this. It's almost interaction. We actually get this back. That's pretty damn good. We have 3 targets for this, which makes it a pretty nice card. The fact we wheeled that was kind of crazy. I guess I'm down for another one of these. I guess take this card for fun. So overall, we ended up with pretty piss poor removal. I don't think we have any removal at all, to be honest. But we have a lot of good creatures. I think we might have a legitimately strong deck. Okay, and our vault is ready. Fuck yeah, I love it when the vault's ready. We only ended up with 2 landscapes, but I think that's fine. I don't really have that much of a need for a colorless source, right? What does this do again? I kind of just picked it because it's cool. I gotta read about it. You need to do some work to cast this, but the set enables that easily, and this is a massive beating. You get a 9/9, 2/5/4s, and force your opponent to turn 2 of their cards into 2/2s, after which you draw 4 cards. You don't have to target both players, but in my experience, you always target yourself, and usually targeting them since rewards are so big. Yeah, you get to draw 4 cards. I think it's just worth it to target the other guy most of the time. What is the worst card in this deck? Probably this. We have 2 combat tricks, which is like, okay. This is kind of a removal. That's also a combat trick. Technically, I have 3 combat tricks. I think I'm legitimately just okay with this. I mean, how many MDMCs do I have? Just these 2 guys, right? If I have to cut something, what am I cutting? Either the Dread Mask or this card. I think I'm more open to cutting that. This is a pretty high costed deck, but I mean, these are lands. I need 16 lands. Okay, I have a lot of green. Okay, stop adding me in different forests. I don't appreciate the different forest arena. It gives us 9 sources. This gives us 10 sources. I guess this is the only guy that I need to cast with colorless. Is there a card I regret disenchanting in Hearthstone? My was Rend Blackhand actually sounded fun in my Dragon Druid deck. The biggest regret I have in Hearthstone is essentially disenchanting all of my wild cards, because back in the day, they made it seem like there was no reason to keep your adventure cards, and I pretty much dusted all of my adventure cards. I had a golden Brand Bronzebeard from League of Explorers. That really sucked. I also, I mean, I just had all the adventure cards, and disenchanting all of them really sucks, because now I want to make some wild videos, and like a lot of cards like Lotheb, Emperor Tharson, Bran, and Reno are pretty usable cards in wild, so I really wish I still had those, but I don't. And it's not really worth it for me to recraft all of them. Plus, if you have the full set, you get a diamond version of like Lotheb, Tharson, and Reno. And that really sucks because I did own all those cards at one time. I feel like I should just be grandfathered into owning the diamond copies of those cards, but obviously they have to scam us. So this is 7, 8, 9, 10. I only have 6 red cards. 7 sources for 6 red cards seems pretty decent. I need double red. Does that justify me cutting down? Probably not. I think this probably makes sense, right? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If we have to play one more card, what are we playing? This card, a second copy, or this card? How many creatures do I have? 16? I have 16 creatures. I think this is fine. I mean, it's an okay combat trick. This is also just a good stall card. I think I'm just, if I'm doing that, I'm just searching for like this, which could give us a good buff. Maybe I'm actually just playing this card instead. It feels kind of like a stretch to run 2 of these though, because this card's been kind of bad for me. This card's just so damn slow. I think I'd rather have this to start. If we go against aggro, then I'll probably put this in. Just slow down the game. Alright, this deck seems legit. Let's see it. Alright, this is an easy 12-0, boys. JK, it's a 3-0. Actually 6-0, because we're not going to lose a game. The deck's just too dirty. Dirk, the daring. Buddy, I'm more daring than you on any day of the week. Alright, let's go first. Going first is good. Okay. That's kind of a weird hand. It's kind of slow, but at the end of the day, I have this and that, and I think I'm okay with that. I'd rather just not break. I'm on the play, so. This card's just so good. Allows you to tap out for big dumb guys. Oh, we have a big dumb guy. This hand just got so much better. Big dumb guy. Get other big dumb guy, please. And he's playing black, so we already have an inherent advantage unless he has a bomb. One thing I've enjoyed about this format is I just haven't really lost to anyone with a bomb yet, knock on wood. I've usually just lost to people who had a lot of like synergies with their cards, which required them to do work to accomplish, which I would much rather lose to than someone just having a broken mythic and just being like, all right, well, I can't answer it. But if that was to happen to us, this would probably be the deck where it would come in because our deck just has limited removal. We just have combat tricks. All right, we're getting in for a 2. The dirty 2 haste damage. We're lit. This card's really good late game. Like if we accumulate a graveyard, play like our Malevolent Rumble. Could be very legit. Okay, he doesn't have anything. That's pretty good for us then. Because now I can just go for this. And then that sets us up. No, we'll have 8 mana. I guess we can do that next turn, which is still pretty good. Let's attack first, see if he has a response. If he has like an exile, I might respond. I have a hexproof. Gaining back 4 life with this is so huge. Because our deck's going to cause us to like take a lot of damage. Considering we have like a really bad early game. If we get a land next turn, we can literally go turn 5 Kozilek, which would be crazy. Turn 5 Kozilek would be kind of cracked. I'm not going to lie, boys. Hold on, guys. I'm gambling when it's his turn. I have to gamble so that I can be stimulated. Because my opponent is stalling. And we have ads. Okay. Destroy my guy. Sure. I think you wanted to hold on to that removal, buddy. I'm sorry. That was not very good for you. I think this guy's good enough to just throw him out there, right? I think he's just legitimately good enough to throw him out there. Cascade into spawn gang. Let's go. I ride with the motherfucking gang. Yes, sir, ski brother. Let's go. Could sack 2 tokens to throw this out there. It seems like a waste. Yeah, this is really nice. Now I have a instant speed, deal 2 damage to anything. So if he puts out a threat, I can respond to it. It's probably not going to happen. I'm probably just going to go Kozilek next turn, save my dorks. He's taking a damage, though, to put that out. So he probably has something pretty beefy here. I'd actually prefer him to get rid of this. Okay. I mean, that's fine with me. Oh shit, that's really good. Alright, let's just get another 4 life because we can. How does manifest work? So if it's a creature, you can play it. Yeah, I'll just draw 4 cards. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's not the fact that I can just ping your 2 health guys with my spawns. I'm just drawing 4. And we draw no lands. That's hilarious. That's actually so funny. We just drew no lands. Like, what? What are the chances of that? Oh, we got this. I might as well pay the 3. Because now I have a Gift of the Viper online. Is that worth it to sacrifice to put this out? Probably not. That doesn't really benefit us. I think he's just cooked. Like, this was just a broken-ass card. Like, what? Other colorless gets +3/+2, so all my guys are 3/3. How do I die? I can literally give my guy hexproof indestructible. That was just unfair. I'm sorry. I actually have a bomb for the one time. Very few people have I played against have had access to a bomb, and I'm bombing this guy. Wait, what the fuck does this do? Sacrifice 6 blood tokens. Return each creature from the graveyard to the battlefield. Holy shit, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. I think he's just dead though, right? If he attacks with that, he just gets cooked. Okay, good game, man. I mean, I don't think that was going to matter whether you did the damage or not. Okay, I like that card. That is a cool card, man. It was a very cool card. That's an instant. I thought this was an enchantment for a reason. Wow, the fact all of my colorless guys get the buff is just crazy about this card. I've never even seen this card, but it's very fun. It's very fun because I have it and my opponent doesn't, which made it more enjoyable of an experience, right? He didn't even see that we have a Writhing Chrysalis. He did see we have a Spawn Gang Commander, which is equally as broken, so... Yeah, I don't really want this card. It's just kind of useless. We ended up with, like, a weird amount of playables, but our cards that are good are so high power level that I don't think it matters. We have, like, a lot of borderline playable cards in the deck. Whew, okay. I think this is extremely playable. I've got 3 lands if I need it. I have a Repurposer and a Malevolent Rumble. That's rough. I disenchanted all my classic cards. Didn't think they were viable in standard. Well, I didn't think I could afford. I disenchanted them back in the day when they first introduced Wild, and I couldn't afford to play Wild. And back in the day, there was no incentive for doing that. I didn't disenchant all my classic cards. I have a full set of classic. I don't have any of the adventure cards. What I'm saying is I don't have the adventure cards. I do have a full set of the classic cards, which is goated because I really enjoyed the classic game mode, but then they removed it from Hearthstone, which is like, why the fuck? I love that game mode. I'm missing like 3 legendaries from the classic set. Okay, what do we want to do here? It's probably just Malevolent Rumble over Void Pouncer. All right, Chrysalis. Chrysalis. Yes, 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 sir, baby. Let's go.
I fucking knew it. Oh.
I have to say, it is absolutely, like, so irritating when your opponent goes turn 2 Rumble into Chrysalis because you know they have a token to where they can cheat it out turn 3, and that's just straight up vile. I mean, he already knows we have it, so there's no reason, like, hiding and waiting for him to remove something else because he knows we have this, and this is an immediate threat that demands an answer. This is a pretty cool card, though, for us. He's just going to kill it with his black spell that kills something. Black be doing that, though. I wish we had an Evolution Witness in this deck, because then we could, like, get this back to hand, and it's just going to die right now. Spawn Gang is going to have to carry, because this is, like, our other win condition. Or maybe the Cascade guy will pop off. Okay. Dope. You wasted your whole turn to do that. That's cool, man. I'm happy for you. Okay, welcome to the party, brother. This does reduce the cost of this, which is cool. I think I'm still just more interested in this. I have to be very weary of the auto tapper. The auto tapper has cuckolded us several times. Maybe I should have played this and just sacrificed that and got in for 2. I don't know. I feel like these are kind of important. If he kills this and we top deck a land, we can do this. Kill our guy, let us top deck a land, and just go Kozilek the Broken Reality next turn. That'd be goated. Do I want to give this Hexproof Indestructible? Do I even really care about that? Kind of. I mean, I'm just going to play another one. Maybe I should have waited, but it was a good use of our mana this turn if we don't draw a land. Plus, I'd rather get the token for this. Okay. That guy's irritating. Sure. Ooh, that guy's kind of nice. Alright, that was legit. One, two, three, four, five, six. Do I attack with this? I think I just hold off. I think our deck is just more late game oriented to where I'm willing to just sit here and wait. We keep going against people that, like, they're not trying to play a late game, and all we have to do is just not die and we win. I believe in my late game more than his. Okay. This is still a 3-2. What is the point of that? So you can pass? If we get a red source, we're just, like, so hot right now. Oh, he can just keep doing that? I didn't realize he can just keep doing that. That's broke. Holy shit, that's broken. Why would you attack with that? That makes no sense. Oh, that's so good. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I have to do this. This is just too good. Tap these, play this guy down, get more spawns. Oh my gosh, the spawns are here, baby. And next turn, we just do this, buff everyone, and just go in. Oh, that's so gross. I could just also sacrifice tokens and just kill that, but, like, fuck it. Alright, we're cooking. This is vile. Bro, this is vile what we're about to do to this man. I don't know if this is legal, but I'm going to do it anyway. Holy shit, I love Eldrazi when I get to do the thing. I love it when my opponent doesn't have an answer. This card is so broken. It's just like, alright, double your mana for the rest of the game. And then you gain 4 life anytime you do something broken. That's just such a cool effect, right? Like, who would have thought that this card would have been fun and fair? Okay. Sure. I mean, you can attack with everyone. I don't really care. This buff plus this buff is so stupid. Why can I do that? Is this just game, though? I think I have game on board. One, two, three, four, five. Five, six, seven, and then eight. I mean, that's just game. Math is for blockers, okay? Trust, math is for blockers. Good game, sir. I literally just killed someone at 30 health. I love this deck. Man, this is a cool deck, man. I love this deck. Eldrazi W's in the chat. Let's fucking go, boys. You already know what it is. Let's go. Let the Eldrazi W's continue to reign in. That was vile. Wait, why was I allowed to do that? Why was I allowed to just put like 40 plus damage on the board in one turn? Versus a guy playing black? Like, we were playing two different games. And I felt kind of bad about it. But at the end of the day, there's no mercy when gems are on the line. You know, I play for the people. I play for the culture. And I also play for the doubloons, right? Like, there was too many doubloons on the line to like go easy on that guy. But that Kozilek card is so broken. That might be one of the most, like, unfair bombs I've seen so far. It's kind of just like, if you're already ahead, you just win. And it works so well with our Annihilation path. The fact we have two of those is ridiculous. Alright, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go to the bathroom and then we'll start it up. Alright, I'm back. Let's go. What's so crazy to me about this set is it just feels like as long as you don't have to play black, you have a fair chance to beat anyone with pretty much any deck. Maybe it's just because it's kind of early and not everyone understands what you're supposed to do, but I feel like a lot of people know what they're doing. I feel like this set attracted a lot of competitive people because it's like the first modern level set put on Arena. Like, there's a lot of people who normally only play Magic Online, but because there's finally a modern level set available on Arena, they hopped on here, and those are like the more sweaty people. Alright, well, we have them level at Rumble turn 2, so I'm fine with this. Ooh, he's got the Kamigawa lands. That guy's kind of saucy. I have to put some respect on this guy because he has the Kamigawa lands, and that's something I've always wanted. If I could have any lands in person or online, I would go with the Kamigawa ones. Shit, well, this is tough, man. Is it greedy for me to take this? I don't have, like, a good way to make spawns, so I don't know if I want that. But I do have a lot of, like, late game stuff already. I have a lot of late game stuff already. Maybe it makes more sense to take this over this guy. Right? I think that... I don't know. That's tough. I guess if I delay the game, I can just get to that anyway. It's probably just greedy to take this. I don't have any ramp. I have this, but... I already have the Altasar and this guy, so I think I'll do fine in the late game. What I'm worried about is if he's playing aggro and we just die. Yeah, he's playing aggro. He can just remove my token here. Well, I'm glad I didn't get rid of... I didn't get the Kozilek guy. This is one game where I think it's just too slow to go for him. I'm trying to hold back my greed because it was a mythic. I see mythic. I pick mythic. Oh, that's so vile. This card's really good in standard, too. I mean, not standard. Just in constructed. Like, it's decent in modern. Okay. The fact it has flash means it probably survives the first turn you play it to be able to attack with it. Oh, he's removing that? Not his Rhino? That's interesting. I would have bounced the Rhino. Personally, I think that's just better. And we have no removal, so this really sucks. Oh, wait, I can actually bestow? Holy shit, that's broke. I kind of want to save this as the bestow, right? Yeah, that really sucks, but it's okay. I think we might lose this one. Our opponent's just too fast. This card is so broken when your opponent has no response to it immediately. So is Felia, the Shepherd. I don't know why that card is called the Shepherd when it's obviously not a German Shepherd. It's literally a Corgi. And how is he a Shepherd? He's a dog. Makes no sense. Okay. What are we doing here, buddy? Bro, obviously you just target your Rhino. Like, why are you not doing that? You pretty obviously just target your Rhino, bro. Thank you, dude. Like, you're okay giving up 3 damage. You're getting another shield counter. You're getting a guy back, and you're getting all these tokens. Like, I think I'm just dead. I think there's no way we can come back here. Depending on our top deck, I might just quit. Because he's able to proliferate, which could give him a second shield counter and a 1-1. And at that point, I have no hard, like, exile removal, which really sucks about this deck. Like, we didn't get any of the good green removal, which really hurts us. Yeah, he's just going double 1-1s, double shield counter. And he just has tokens, and I have no ramp. I think justifiably I can just not give him any more information. I get what he's trying to do. He doesn't really get what I have. He knows I have a Kozilek, but nah. Once again, I think this card's just too slow. There's no reason to really put it in. He has no artifacts because no one ever has any damn artifacts. Artifacts are literally trash in this format. There's so many cards that say do good thing, also destroy an artifact. But there's not very many good artifacts. I do want to try the red-black artifact deck because the Cranial Ram seems to be passed around in plentiful numbers whenever I play. It's just so hard to get into that deck. You start off with good red cards. You're probably just looking to play any other color pair. And if you start off with good black cards, you're probably in a weird position because starting off with black is just so risky. Alright, bro. What are you sideboarding? You have very little information about my deck. You've seen literally 4 cards. You know I have a Mythic Rare, and that's it. That's basically all you know. I feel like this deck is still slightly worse than our last Eldrazi deck. The last Eldrazi deck was just hot. Don't worry. Oka will do work, baby. Yes. Yes, what is this? Okay. Okay, I like this hand. This hand works. Does this hand work? Yeah, no, we have the Dryad. And we can probably keep this for now. Turn 2 Dryad into turn 3 It That Heralds the End. That's okay. Turn 4 Vanguard, which is a legit threat. This card is really good. The fact you can add any mana or you can add a waste mana. Dude, he's using some really gay sleeves. The fact he paid money for these sleeves tells me a lot about his character. I mean, he paid money for these lands too. He's obviously just a whale. Like, dude, he's using a paid companion. Like, why would you spend money on cosmetics in this game when no matter how much money you spend in the game, it's so difficult to just have a full collection? Like, unless you have a streamer account where they just load you up, brought to you by Wizards, it's really difficult to get a full collection. I'm lucky I've been playing since the beginning. What if I just kill this artifact right now? I think I'm down for it. I'd rather do it before he has like a hexproof thing. It's tempo. And then the Vanguard's going to buff the Herald. The Herald buffs the Vanguard. This card's really good when you have other cards that also buff because they just stack. And this guy's just good in general. The fact he puts the 1-1 counters on himself when he attacks is so nice. If we get a Writhing Chrysalis, this hand is nice. I'm out aggroing the aggro player. See, he didn't have an artifact. I'm glad that we did that. Alright, so we're going to do this. Throw this guy down because he's just good. And then we're just going to go in. Are you going Galvanic Discharge? Alright, what are we doing here, buddy? Glimpse the Impossible? Okay. I don't think his deck really benefits from spawn tokens. My deck does, though. My deck really benefits. I think I'm down to start with this. Ooh, that's tough. I think I'm just down with this. Okay, he's just gonna give it to us? Hell yeah. Yeah, we weren't really doing much, so I'm glad he gave it to us. I'd love to draft a Planeswalker just to see what their impact is on the format. I think Tamio is probably the best one. Tamio's pretty good. I don't think that's the only good one. Oh, Johnny's really good. Yeah, Johnny's really good. Ocelot Prive is also really good. Oh, I didn't realize Expressive Iteration is a mythic. That's so weird. It's a common card. Emicrul is probably really strong too. It's crazy because most of the mythics aren't really worth a damn. I mean, he's mulling. I think I can afford to play a slow game. Okay, maybe not this slow of a game. Maybe not this slow of a game. Put out your Nebular Kite. Nebular Kite. It's the only thing I can answer in your deck. Oh, that's scary. Because my deck specifically has 0 removal. It's actually viable. Well, I needed that big time. If he removes my guy, that tells me that he only has 1 creature. Dude, what are you doing here? Okay. He's not attacking. Okay. I don't think I really care about First of all, the auto tapper is literally trying to cuckold me. Second of all, I don't think I really care about kicking this. Alright, that's really good for us. The fact he's passing is more than legit. Am I just willing to play this as a guy? Okay, we're in a good position here. Okay. Well, that didn't really affect me. I'm glad you got that out of the way, because that card's broke. He just mentored me, that bastard. Don't mentor me. So if I tap all of these... Alright, I'm legit here. Play this game for life. That's probably worth. Oh, that's so scary. This card's so bonkers. Hopefully he doesn't have a removal. Because this combo of this plus this is really hard to out. You want to give me that back? I would appreciate it if you give it back to me, buddy. Oh, that's so huge. That's so huge. I'm one away. Okay, so he gets another rolls. He gets a land. Back-to-back rolls is really irritating. It's not really good against my deck, though. Wow, this is a nail-biter, man. This is a nail-biter. What do we have left from the deck? A lot of things. We could get 2 Annoyed Altusar and just cascade into something, probably win like that. Oh my gosh, that was insane. Oh, he's just gonna give it to us? Fuck yeah. I don't know why he quit out. Unless he's just stream sniping with one of my 5 viewers. I had fun in that match. Remember, always fill this out if you win. Don't if you lose. Dude, that was stressful, man. I can't believe we beat that guy because double rolls is like really hard to play through. He also has 2 bombs in that deck. I wouldn't even say our deck's that good. But we did it. Easy, baby. Let's go.
I fucking knew it. Oh!
Turns out Kozilek is just no Mega Bomb. That is the facts. Ooh. I mean, I think this is okay. We don't have a red, but we do have the Eldrazi Repurposer, which I think is, like, the best we can ask for in a deck like this. We don't have any real plays before turn 3, right? Other than the one Dryad and the one Rumble, I think that's fine. Okay. If we would have opened Kozilek and Ugin Labyrinth, that would have been disgusting. Oh, we have a red. We're online. Online, and I get to keep this in hand, which is legit. This is a really strong card because it works really well in your late game decks. Because if you're going against aggro, it allows you to get back life and get rid of something that has like a Dog Umbra on it. I literally await for the day that I actually get to destroy an artifact with this card. The only time I do is when they have like a artifact enchantment aura. Sometimes there's like an artifact creature you can kill, or like Manebular Kite for the 1 mana, 2 mana exchange, which is like mid as fuck, but mostly I'm just playing it because I need playables at this point, right? I mean, you can remove that. I'll take another token. I want to get closer to cascading, sir. So if you have a removal, I would appreciate it. If he adapts too, he trades with my guy. I mean, if we go up to 4 mana, and then we have 5, 6, I could play that guy. I don't really want to. I think I'm willing to just trade these. If he's using Adapt anyway, and then he's using a combat trick, he's not developing the board, which I think I'm okay with. Okay. I mean, that's cool with me. You're wasting that. You're taking up your entire turn, adding back a land. I mean, that was the best ace that could scenario for us. He wasted a card I actually cared about. Okay. So I guess if he attacks, I can Siege Smash. I think I'm willing to keep that. My token could actually be pretty valuable. I am doing nothing this turn, which sucks, but... He's going 3/3 flyer. Okay. 4 mana 3/3 flyer. Not too shabby. Ooh, okay. We're lit. We're so lit, boys. Spawn. Gang, 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 gang. Let's go, baby. When I die, bury me with the motherfucking gang.
I fucking knew it! Oh!
I need minimum 2 tokens here. Because I need to bring out my Cascade Boy. Cascade Boy is kind of hot. And then I need 2 tokens to kill this Corrupt guy. And this guy is Reach, so I'm not really too worried about this. Oh, that's vile. Oh, wait, he's not kicking? Okay. He's not bouncing my spawn gang? Sure. Three, four, five, six, seven. I think I'm down to block one guy. Alright, cascade me, baby. Show me that dirty cascade. What is this? What is this? Ah, oh, no, that's not good. Where's my writhing chrysalis? Where's my writhing chrysalis? Alright, well, that cascade was terrible. If he has one removal, I'm cooked. Now, if he doesn't have a removal, there's a lot of things we can top deck. Yeah, our chances of winning highly were weighted on us getting this cascade here, which we did not get. Ripperonis in the chat for the cascade.
I am not gay. I have relationships with women and sex with men.
And I got news for you. That means you're gay.
I mean, this kind of tells me that he more than likely has some kind of interaction. He probably has a way to make my guy 1-1. What happens if I block this? If he has some way to where his corrupted shapeshifter doesn't die, I just ping. I mean, that's fine with me. If he kills that guy, he kills it. So all of his guys are going to get -2, -2. Okay. What is that doing? Discard this, put 2 on 1 counters. Oh, that's so vile. I didn't know that card did that. And then he triggers the ability. That was broken as shit. Holy shit, man. That was so broken. Wow. If I topped... Well, no, he can just make that 1-1 and we just die, right? Because I can't respond to that. Okay. Well, that was legit. Oh, baby. Baby, you don't want to mess with the Cascade Jit, son. We're still in this. Let's go.
Yes, I see. Good news, everyone.
Good news. My boy, the Altasaur, is here. Let's go, baby. We have a 1-mana green spell, no 1-mana red spells, so I think it's just always this. I believe in the Cascade. I believe in the Cascade. Big card. Big card. Ah, that guy would have been nice. Hooray, I'm not dead. Yeah, I like being not dead. And I can sacrifice that guy if I want. It's crazy we're not dead. I don't know how. We can trade 6/5s. Decisions. What if I sack this for 6 and just get rid of those? That's cool with me. I'm just going to sack this for 6. Oh, baby, that was nice. That was so nice. If I do this, I set up. Man, I just drew 6 cards. That should be pretty good. I'm down to take 6 damage here, I think. You're welcome to get in with that guy. I'm pretty high health. I care about my tokens. I'm greedy. I'd actually prefer you to attack that so I can get in with my Phoenix. My life total doesn't matter, but yours does. See, you've got a thickie. If he has a second one of these, that'll be kind of irritating. What kind of gas do I have left? I guess I have a Dreadmast, a Titan's Vanguard, and the Kozilek, which is the bottom of our deck. You're just bouncing my token? Okay. I mean, I don't really care about you bouncing my token. This is a really long game 1, though. Okay, that's pretty nice. I think I'm okay with that. If he attacks with his Warp Tusker, I'll just gift to the Viper. He actually has an artifact we can kill. That's funny. Not doing anything? Okay. Take your 2. Take your licks. Now, if I want to, I can bring that back. I'd rather just pay the 2 on that. During the end step, I can just start making my guy, whatchamacallit. Oh, that's scary. Kind of. I'm adapting, don't worry. Don't worry about me, buddy. I'm adapting. Oh, that's so good. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. Flying Oozewag. Flying Oozewag. I think I can just sacrifice lands until the end of the game. Like, there's no reason not to sacrifice lands, but this guy is stalling. Okay. I think this is a game. Wow, that was a stressful game. And now I only have 15 minutes to play. Wow, that was really stressful. That was super stressful. I've got to play faster, but that guy put us in a complicated game state. I'll be right back. Holy shit, dude. If the game keeps going like that, I'm not going to have enough time to get to a game 3. Alright. I'm busting out the goated hat. When I wear this hat, I go undefeated. So I'm going to have to channel the 7 championship rings that the Dodgers have in order to go undefeated here. Because this guy's deck is bonkers, man. Which is really good at stalling the game. And one of the only ways to beat me, since I'm insane at the game, is technically to stall me out. Okay. I have a repurposer. Repurposer goes. It goes, it goes. Technically, maybe the Ugins isn't really that good in this deck. Ooh, that's good. I think I should take out that Ugin land. Ugin's Labyrinth. Yeah, we just have one target for it. Okay, that's okay. Do I play this? Probably not. He's not threatening anything. It's not really worth it. I might as well just wait till I can kick her with the repurposer. Or do that. All he's threatening to do is add back the land, so I'm not really worried about it. And if I need to, I just play this for 3 life. I'm definitely going Path next turn. Regardless of whether he kills my Mana Dork. Oh, that's scary. This card's broke. I wish I had removal in this deck so I could answer his bombs. That'd be really nice. Sometimes when you're this good, though, you don't need a bomb. Okay, he's just passing. Thank you. I appreciate it. I could not take the damage there. I didn't want to. Did not consent. Sweet. I don't even have to play my Disciple here. Alright, let's throw her out. Show us what you're made of, buddy. Enter the Path of Annihilation into it that heralds the end. This plus Herald is just so broke. It's so bonkers. Wait, why would I not just double tap that? Oh, because I can't. Yeah, I can't do that. I don't want to sacrifice a token here. Do I? I mean, I guess it makes my guy a 4/4. I guess that's fine. Maybe I should have started attacking. I think I should have attacked. I can't hesitate here. We don't have enough time to hesitate. This game is going down the wire. I have to win this game or we just lose the match based on time. We're playing both like really grindy decks. This is going to be difficult. That game was a straight up nail biter, boys. A nail biter if I've ever seen one. He's just passing. Okay, the more he passes, the more we enjoy the game. I always think Eldrazi cards are artifacts, but I know they're not secretly in my mind. 1, 2, 3. I could kick her if I wanted to. Is that legitimately worth it? I think it's fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nah, I just go ham here. I mean, this has haste trample. I've never actually kicked this card, which is really funny. Oh yeah, how are you blocking? Alright, that's legit. Put this guy at 10 HP. Because he's a little boy to me, yeah? 10 HP because you're a little boy to me, yeah? Well, you're not attacking with anything. Let's be real here. Let's be real here, bucko. You're not attacking with anything. What would be a really blowout is if he has a Rawls. Or no, that was the last guy. I don't know why I was thinking this guy had red. This is really scary, though. He has, like, a breaker. I wish I had the hexproof card so bad. The hexproof would be so nice right now. This is really scary. I'm playing as fast as I can. His deck's just so damn grindy. Destroy enchantment. Target creature gains X-proof. Does he have an enchantment? He doesn't. Okay, that'd be nice. What if I just pay this for kicker? Okay, we got it, boys. Let's go. Dude, that was down to the wire. Are you kidding me? I had so much fun that match. Let's fucking go. Yes, sir, Ski brother. Are you there for Garo? Let's go. Let's go, my boy Ortiz. You're here to experience this victory with me. Let's fucking go, boys. We did it again. Back to back to back. You're looking at the best of all time for a reason, baby. Let's go. You don't know what time it is. Mr. Beats by Ash, aka the Eldrazi Jit, has entered the chat. Let's fucking go, boys. Another flawless 3-0 victory. That one came down to the wire, but my Eldrazi skills have no match in terms of opponents, even when they have some very, very dirty bombs. And it turns out you can actually just win with Eldrazi without having a single targeting removal card for your opponent's creatures. I don't know how that's possible, but we fucking did it, boys. Let's go. I actually don't know how we did that. That was some high elo Chad plays right there. That's all I have to say. Like, who is just going undefeated with this pile of garbage? I say it's a pile of garbage. We have a Writhing Chrysalis, a Titan's Vanguard, and a Spawn Gang Commander. All right, a little bit of a deck overview here. So, obviously, this guy, the one thing I've learned about this draft, one thing I've learned from this draft is that this guy is very impactful, and I would actually rate him a lot more highly now. If you were playing any Eldrazi deck that has any way to ramp, this card is insane. You don't even have to use the manifest effect. You don't even have to target either player. It's just the fact your other guys get +3/+2 means that if you're good at generating Eldrazi tokens, it just sets up so many OTKs, and it's very difficult to get like a wide AoE buff in this format. And that's why that card is so powerful. On top of that, this card is just unfair. I would argue that honestly, Path of Annihilation is more important in a late game Eldrazi deck than Writhing Chrysalis, Vanguard, or Spawn Gang Commander, because it just allows you to do so many things that you shouldn't be allowed to do. And it gives you such a good way to combat aggro matchups without having any actual real removal, because gaining the 4 life is just so real. Eldrazi Repurposer was insane as always. The Herald's the End was crazy because we just kept comboing it with the Kozilek, the Broken Reality. I will say there was no reason for me to play this card. Honestly, I should have just replaced it with this Landscape, because that can at least find us a land if we do not have one. This we just only had one target for, but it never negatively affected us because our mana base was just so strong in this deck. I mean, we just had 2 MDMCs, and when you have MDMCs, your deck is just so high card quality. On top of the cards like Nightshade Dryad and Malevolent Rumble, which allow you to find lands, this card is actually insane. I think this is one of my top MDFCs now in the format. Just because, like, it doesn't matter how many cards you're drawing or how much life you're getting. It allows you to remove game pieces that have been locked down by your opponent's effects. For example, you have a Writhing Chrysalis, your opponent tries to turn it into a 1/1, you respond, making it a 3/3 by sacrificing Eldrazi's. Okay, now your opponent wasted a card, you get to draw 3 cards, gain 3 life. In one of the games, we actually sacrificed this guy, gained 6 life, and drew 6 cards. And in a simplified game state, that allowed us to take over the game. Honestly, this card was cheeks. I probably wouldn't play this card again if I had the opportunity to. But the issue is we had so many powerful cards that were pulling us into this archetype that we were just forced to play some borderline playable cards just so that we were able to stay in this archetype, because our higher power level cards were just so good to justify that. I would highly recommend just not playing this card. It's just really too slow. Like, if you have a bunch of mana to be able to afford to utilize this, your deck is probably really broken, and this card is just win more. It can be decent if you're just dead drawing against an aggro player, and you just need to keep making tokens, but for the most part, if that's the case, you're probably losing that matchup anyway, right? Because Eldrazi is just naturally not very good against these, like, red-white aggressive strategies. Overall, I would say this is a pretty decent deck. It was lacking removal, but it didn't end up coming up. I think being able to go first at least like one time in the match helps a lot, right? Like, going second is sometimes more difficult, but I didn't go against anyone who had too busted of like a 1, 2, 3, 4 curve playing aggro. So I think that was what was able to kind of carry us along the way, on top of just our late game sustainability with the life gain from this, the life gain from that. The life gain is just so important, and I highly prioritize cards that give you life at this point in the game, because good Eldrazi decks probably have a pretty high average CMC anyway, and the fact you're able to justify playing like a really high costed mana base, or a really high costed just like average cost in your deck, is pretty ridiculous coming from a person that's never played in a modern power level draft set. It's honestly insane how much you're able to get away with playing these like really late game greedy decks, because the ramp is just so strong, and this card is just really unfair. Like, I think this is just a first pick at pack 1. I would rather take this card over Writhing Chrysalis. I know that's like sounds really dumb, but this card just does so much more than this card. Sometimes your opponent is just playing black and they remove this. There's really no removal for this. There's one thing I've noticed more and more as I play this set, and it's that there's very few answers to enchantments in the game. There's very few answers to enchantments in the game, and enchantments seem to be one of the closest thing to bombs in this set. So far, I haven't really experienced a lot of bombs on my side or my opponent's side. Like, this could be considered a bomb, but it requires a lot of setup, right? Like, there's no, like, I play this, I ought to win. Like, even this card, now that people aren't just getting 4 of these in their deck consistently, it's less auto win, right? It's auto win when you just go turn 2 Malevolent Rumble, turn 3 Chrysalis, turn 4 Chrysalis. Yeah, like, that's really unfair. But the first one, if you have decent enough removal in your deck, and you draw it early enough, a lot of the time you're going to be able to get rid of the first one. So I think this card's just like a better card overall. It's safer, right? It also just opens you more up to going with any other color. Like, you could be playing blue and not red. But overall, a pretty fantastic Eldrazi deck, even though we didn't really have any removal. This draft just goes to show you that if you have good enough quality creatures, you have a good enough late game sustainability, and you have a decent amount of combat tricks, you can get away with not having any removal in this format and perform very decently well, if I do say so myself, and that is pretty awesome. Make sure to stay tuned for more Modern Horizons 3 drafts in the future. Really enjoying this set. Hope you guys enjoyed this draft. And as always, if it's not the goo, it's got to go. Peace. Okay, sweet. That was goated. Brian White, thank you for the follow, brother. Appreciate it. Dude, we're literally just stacking up gems. I'm actually just paying for my arena open entry tomorrow, assuming I have time to play. It was honestly just cracked, bro. Oh shit, we just met the follower goal. Let's go. That's what's up. That's what's up. Kozilek's Command. That's been a pretty good card in draft so far, honestly. Amphibian Downpour. I don't know how I feel about this card. It's kind of a weird card. If you're playing like an energy deck, it'd be okay. But all in all, I just don't feel like turning things into 1/1s is really that good in this format, with how many like modifications there are, how many buffs there are in equipment. It's not the best. Hope you guys are enjoying this set as much as I am. This is probably the most fun I've had in a long time. Like, the last really fun draft set I enjoyed was Wilds of Eldraine. That was last year, and that was really good. But this set is more fun because it feels like it's very difficult to end up with an unplayable deck if you know what you're doing, right? Like, and it also just feels like bombs don't just decide the game. If you have a bomb, it requires some amount of setup, and it's more so the times that you're losing, if you're like playing correctly, come down to your opponent having like a lot of synergy pieces on the board at the same time, and that requires setup, and it requires like good deck building, which I'd much rather lose to that than my opponent just playing auto win cards. Okay, Kappa Cannoneer, I hate that card. I see that card so much now. Ever since I realized it just sucked, I just see it so much. Toxic Deluge, our opponent had that. That was an interesting card. I don't know if it's worth splashing, though. Ooh, we get a wild card. Let's go. We're rolling, boys. We're rolling. It's crazy because I basically have like 70 or 85% of the good cards in the game. Just because I mainly draft. This guy's kind of weird. ETB, you draw and lose life, where X is half the number of artifacts you control run it down. So this is one of those cards where it's like, it kind of pulls me in to be red-black. But then if the artifact cards aren't opened up in the packs, you feel like shit. Like, people are going to fight you for the artifact cards, but sometimes they're not opened up because it's one of the least represented themes in the entire set, and that feels really bad. Feels really bad. Okay, so we're currently on 3 back-to-back undefeated runs, which is absolutely silly. Absolutely silly. Open up that dirty vault. Pro tip for anyone who's trying to build a collection in this game. If you actually enjoy drafting, this is applicable to you. If you don't enjoy drafting, it's not really. Basically, whenever a new set comes out, I just use all of my uncommons and common wildcards to craft all the uncommon and below cards in the set. Prioritizing the ones that I'm actually like wanting to pick early on. That way when I draft, anything I'm picking is counting towards the vault, which increases my rate of filling up the vault. And then if you're just playing specifically to draft, you get to a point where, because you own like so many cards in the set, that you actually just get gems instead of picking the cards, which means you don't even have to go as many wins on average in order to go infinite, especially if you're not playing like all day, right? Which I don't even play all day. I usually do like 1 to 2 drafts a day, if that. But dude, that was straight up insane. I can't believe we're on 3 back-to-back W's. This is actually crazy. All right, let's run it back. Figaro, did you see that action? That was pretty damn crazy, bro. That was pretty damn crazy. I told you, boys. When I put on this hat, I literally just win. Like, it's the power of the 7-time world champion Dodgers that every time I enter a tournament and I have this hat, I always go undefeated. And I can tell my opponents are very intimidated because, you know, like, I brought the gun show and I'm rocking with the boys, the 7-time world champs. So it's like, what can you do? You know? Like, there's basically no counterplay to my antics. I just add so much to the team. You know what they say? If you want to win,